Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to my channel. I am your host, Nehada Ipino Helmker, and I would like to welcome you to a very, very important segment. I'd like to call this the ooh. I'd like to call this the public service announcement that I did not want to have to do. And this said public service announcement is about the state of the nation as we know it. I know might have heard me talk at great length if you are a member of my Facebook group or if you followed me earlier on in my social media journey. Maybe you have attended some of my online sessions on Instagram, some of the live sessions that I've done for my Patreon channel. I'm going to leave a link down in the description box down below when I upload this video. So just go check those out if I'm able to, or you can just scroll through my Instagram and my Facebook channel. If you're not already a member of this channel, you like my content resonates with you, good. If it triggers you, great. Because I believe in having conversations that are difficult for people to have in a respectful way that allows the person viewing or listening to that information to think critically. And so we're going to talk about the topic of population decline because it is something, if you know me, if you've talked to me online or in person, you know that I have become obsessed with this topic. And one of the reasons I've become obsessed with this topic is because I am absolutely shocked that this is the case. And we're going to run some numbers. And for that, I'm going to cue the clip of a documentary that I would encourage everybody to go and watch called Population Decline Birth Gap. I think that's the name of it. If I mistake it, I will leave a link in the description to that documentary down below because I think it's something that everyone has to be cognizant of as we put together the pieces of the real issue that's going on in the world and what we can do about it, or if there is anything that can be done about it. Let me know what you think. So the first thing that I want to talk about is how having children is being viewed. It was always very weird to me living in Germany, how many people my age did not have children. And I almost was extremely tempted for a very long time to feel kind of bad that I had my eldest daughter so young. And I'm going to talk about that in another video, and that's not a topic for tonight, but I felt really bad that most of the parents that I was meeting who had children my daughter's age were 10, 12, sometimes even 15 years older than me. It just seemed to me a little bizarre that people in this country wait so long to have children, so long, so much that it is difficult and they're only able to push out one or two max. Now, I know a lot of people feel like this is not facts. You can go check the statistics yourself. Germany, along with a large amount of Western civilizations, are experiencing extreme population decline. And there are lots of reasons as to why people are opting out or choosing not to have children. But what I have seen when I talk to women and men is that they want to have a lot of normal, healthy, mature, um, capable adults want to have children. But yet, what I'm seeing when I'm having these conversations, and this might very much be just an anecdote of my social circle, that these people are either single, some of them divorced, some of them, a lot of them, women are over 50 and have never been married. Now, I just want to zoom in on the microphone so that this is being, sunk in at a deeper level. Because there was definitely a period of time where I struggled as a single mother and as a parent and as a single mother looking to have a career and have a family. And dating was not an easy thing. It was very, very difficult because a lot of the times I was meeting guys that were interested in being a parent or not being a parent, and the ones that were interested in being a parent or interested in being in a family away, I wasn't necessarily interested in. Shame on me. And the ones who I was interested in were not necessarily interested in me. Now I have several videos, lives on Facebook unpacking that beast because I noticed that a lot of the times, a lot of social influencers and Facebook dating coaches or YouTube dating coaches talk about how they're not going to talk to women anymore because women don't want to listen. They're not going to talk to men because men are weak. This is not an issue where men can be pivoted against women or put up against women to fight each other as to who the bad guy is. This is a issue that is a community issue that both sides need to work out. If you are single right now and you do not have a partner, that should be your number one priority, because looking at the gaping hole of the generational gap that is taking place as we speak, the human species can cease to exist just like that because people do not have it together to make this a priority in their life. Now, I hope I can make that a short, maybe I should. But the main issue I see with women over 30 is that there are a lot of pander bears on I like that. There are a lot of pander bears on these platforms who are telling people, women and men, that it is okay, that you should find your true self, that you should find a partner, you shouldn't find a partner, you should find your true self, you should find what makes you happy, you should learn how to live alone. That is bad advice. What you need to find, if you are so inclined to not want to be in a couple family way, marriage, relationship, striving to build a legacy. Let me put it like that, because when I say have kids, people get turned off for some reason. But if you are a person who is looking to build legacy, and you are, or maybe you're not looking to build legacy and you feel maybe there might be something wrong, that I don't want to build legacy or I don't want to have a family yet, please find yourself a good therapist and uncover what that is about, because that is not normal behavior. Okay? People, our generation, the baby boomer generation had fewer kids because it meant a serious financial strain, and women were finally able to follow in their mother's footsteps, yes, and go back to work. But that generation learned that marriage and career did not necessarily align, and that alignment was brought to shame, because if you didn't want to have a career, if you just wanted to stay at home and be a homemaker and be a mother, you were considered weird, odd, or just behind in the times. But yet, that is one of the most important jobs that women have had from the beginning of time, is to be the first contact person and sometimes the only contact person to rear children into healthy citizens that will then go off to go on a job and earn money. Now, I know a lot of people are talking about this from the perspective of we don't need so many people because robots are going to take over half of the workforce. Listen, listen. Robots do not pay taxes. Now, be that as it may, that we will need less people in the workforce, all of the people that are living longer now are going to not be able to work. Now, unless you are preparing yourself to self-delete as soon as you're not able to work, there will come a day where you will need assistance if you do not make over a certain amount of money that has not been affected by things like inflation, dollar value. I mean, I'm not even like an expert. I'm not an economist. I don't know the micro and macro ins and outs of how these things will transpire over years. And to be quite frank, not a lot of people do. And so you want to be cognizant of the fact that the labor force, not the robots, but the labor force that is being put into position now will then carry the tax weight of the people who will not be able to work in the future. If you're planning on still being on this planet, and if you have not done your civil duty to contribute to that labor force, let me put it cross like that, because I guess people want to not talk about it from a moral perspective or a mental health perspective. Let's just talk the numbers. If we have more people living longer, more old people are going to be here, which is why it seems like there are more people, because people are living longer. They're living out their pensions. They're living past their pensions in some issues and situations. And that means that a lot of countries are not going to be able to afford to take care of their dying old. And for those people who cannot go into a program or an institution, and they don't have any families, like I see in Germany here, people who have aged out of their pension and are now picking up bottles to go sell to the grocery store to afford groceries, that's real. Germany is one of 5 countries that are part of the gaping hole of population decline in the world. So what I'm talking about here is what I'm actually living and experiencing. And so for those of you who want to be modern women or modern men and just not be a part of contributing your civil duty to your nation and your country to ensure that your legacy lives on, I hope this video acts as a wake-up call to get your head where it needs to be and out of the clouds, and realize that this is not about you, even though it is about you, and do the sensible thing. Find a partner. No, find a therapist. Because I don't know why you had to be told this from somebody on YouTube. And then unpack why parenting is such a great fear, because that's what a lot of it is. A lot of people say money, a lot of people say responsibility, a lot of people say I can't do what I want to do. Listen, maybe I should make a video about that, but for now, let's just stick to the fact that this doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense economically. It doesn't make sense biologically, and it doesn't make any sense politically. So this has been my little rant. I hope that you guys stay safe and free. I hope that, this rubs you the right way or the wrong way. Either way, it's out there now, and I hope that you can have something to think about, irregardless of what your religious or political or spiritual beliefs are. I hope that this is something that you can take into consideration as you move forward. If you're a person who is on this planet of dating age and is looking forward to have any kind of legacy and wealth, family is definitely should be a part of that. So I'm going to see you guys in the next one, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.